Attention viewers, this video is presented solely for educational purposes. It does not glorify conflict, nor does it encourage violence.
Russia's T-14 Armata is one of those machines that doesn't just roll onto a battlefield, it announces itself. It's the kind of tank that feels less like a piece of metal and more like a preview of where armored warfare is heading. When the Armata was first revealed, the global military scene took a pause, not because of its size, not because of its gun, but because of the idea behind it. A tank built around crew survival, data-driven warfare, and unstoppable offensive power. At its core, the Armata breaks an old rule. For decades, tank crews sat inside the turret alongside ammunition and machinery, vulnerable, exposed, and relying on layers of steel for survival. The T-14 flips that script. Its three-person crew sits deep inside an armored survival capsule, isolated from the turret, separated from fuel and ammunition. That alone makes the Armata feel like it's playing a different game. If the turret gets slammed, if the ammo cooks off, the people stay alive. It's a philosophy that says the machine can be replaced, the crew can't. Then there's the turret itself, fully unmanned. No human hands inside, no heads popping out, no bodies behind the gun. Everything is remote operated from the capsule, assisted by high-speed computers, digital controls, and sensors covering the tank like a layer of invisible armor. And that's where the Armata's personality really starts to show. Because this thing isn't built to fight like the tanks of the past. It's built to hunt. Protection on the T-14 goes way beyond thick plates of steel. Its composite armor layers metals, ceramics, and high-tech materials that spread impact energy like a shock absorber. The reactive armor detonates outward to defeat incoming penetrators. But the showstopper is the Afghanit Active Protection System, which acts like a radar-guided bodyguard. It tracks incoming missiles, calculates threat vectors, and fires off intercepts to destroy them before they even reach the tank. In simple terms, if you shoot at the Armata, it shoots back at the missile. That's not just defense, that's dominance. And of course, a tank isn't a tank without firepower. The Armata carries a 125mm 2A82-1M smoothbore cannon, a gun that doesn't just fire rounds. It launches statements. It fires high-velocity APFSDS penetrators, explosive shells, and even guided missiles with reported ranges up to 8 to 12 kilometers. Picture a tank firing a missile like a sniper rifle. That's what this system makes possible. Backup weapons include a remotely operated 7mm heavy machine gun and a 7.62mm PKTM, covering both infantry and light vehicles. Mobility, surprisingly fast for a tank of its size. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower engine, the T-14 can hit around 80 to 90 kilometers per hour, which is wild considering its armor and armament. That speed isn't just for show. It means faster repositioning, quicker retreats, rapid flanking, and an overall combat presence that feels more like a predator than a hulking steel giant. It's the difference between a tank that arrives at the fight and a tank that chooses the fight. But what really pushes the Armata into the modern era is its fire control system. This isn't a pair of binoculars and a periscope. This is thermal imaging, laser range finding, digital stabilization, computer-assisted target tracking, and a battlefield network that lets the tank gather and share information like a moving command node. Day or night, fog or smoke, once the T-14 sees you, it doesn't lose you. The turret turns automatically toward threats. The sights stabilize instantly, and the gunner just confirms the fire command. That's it. One click, one shot, one problem removed. When the Armata attacks, it doesn't feel chaotic. It feels precise. Sensors scan the area, detect movement, identify targets, and calculate firing angles faster than a human ever could. The turret responds in seconds, locking onto the target with machine-like confidence. The round fires with a deep metallic roar, and by the time the dust settles, the Armata is already shifting, already scanning for the next threat. The entire process feels less like a tank battle and more like an automated system performing a routine. And if the enemy fires first, that's where the Afghanit APS proves its worth. Missiles streak in, the radar tracks them, calculations run in real time, and the countermeasures fire off. The incoming projectile never reaches the tank. It explodes mid-air, harmless. It's like watching technology flex its muscles. Now, let's talk cost. Estimates vary widely because of different configurations and ongoing production changes. But generally, the T-14 is believed to fall somewhere between $3.4 million to $4.8 million per unit. Some reports push that number up to $8 to $12 million depending on upgrades, export packages, and localized manufacturing. It's an expensive machine, but the future usually is. All of this together builds a picture of what the Armata is meant to be, a forward leap. Not just another tank, not just another upgrade, but a reimagined approach to armored warfare, a machine that puts its crew first, uses technology as a weapon, and turns raw firepower into precision. It's fast, it's smart, it's protected, and it hits hard enough to make any opposing tank rethink its life choices. The T-14 Armata isn't the final chapter in tank evolution, but it's definitely a bold opening line for whatever comes next. It's not about being unstoppable, it's about being too advanced, too fast, and too protected for the battlefield to ignore. Whether it becomes the standard for future tanks or just a rare powerhouse, the message remains the same. The future of armored combat isn't just steel and fire. It's intelligence, automation, protection, and adaptability, all wrapped in a 50-ton war machine.